How do you actually build these landing pages in the first place? Now, one thing I always say is, as course creators, experts, entrepreneurs, we really should be spending our time doing the things that only we can do. And for me, that's creating content. It's creating the video content, it's creating training programs, it's creating our coaching programs, delivering them. And I also like to write my own copy. But I personally don't think that we should be really worrying about learning how to design and develop landing pages. So if you can afford it, I would recommend you go and find a grown-up who specializes in design and development, who can basically just take your content, take your ideas, and make you a proper landing page on your website, on your learning management system, whatever platform it is that you're using. So that you can focus on doing content rather than pulling your hair out, trying to learn yet another skill that other people are perfectly expert in doing, and can do much quicker, much faster, and less painfully than we might be able to do ourselves. Look, you can go on to Fiverr, you can go on to Upwork, and you can find people who will do this extremely low prices for you for perfectly adequate work. Always pretty much better than we could probably do ourselves. So that would be my word of encouragement if you do have a spare bit of cash on the side. However, it is actually quite easy to do this if you are okay at design. If this is something you enjoy doing, well, don't take away something that you love doing from yourself if this is something you truly like to do. So look, there are a number of different places you can host your landing pages. If you have your own website, great, pop them on your own website. I like WordPress. I find WordPress brilliant, and I do prefer to put stuff, the landing pages that I'm sending ads to, for instance, on my website for a number of reasons. First of all, traffic, right? We want traffic coming to our site. So if we're going to be running ads, we might as well be sending those ads and that traffic to our own websites. It's going to help our website go up in the search rankings if our website's getting lots of traffic and clicks and interactions. Also, because it's our website, we can have things like Facebook tracking pixels on our websites, meaning that we could go and retarget those people with adverts later on if they don't opt in or don't buy. We've captured them anyway with Facebook pixels, so that's awesome. Another reason why is because if you're going to be doing paid ads later on, Facebook actually hates platforms like ClickFunnels or Lead Pages. Unfortunately, it knows that it's a funnel software, and so Facebook tends to be a little bit more unfair to people who are running adverts to ClickFunnels or Lead Pages type platforms. They're unfair in that they are less likely to approve your ads, they are less likely to give it maximum reach, and sometimes they randomly cancel your ad for no reason at all. And I have also found from my own personal experience that the exact same ad running to my Facebook page and to ClickFunnels was extremely higher cost going to the ClickFunnels page. So there we go. It's my own experience. I personally would recommend that you use your own website rather than a site builder or a funnel software. However, I'm completely not against them. They are amazing, they're great, so you choose what you prefer to use. Now, if you are really at the beginning of your journey and you can only really afford one thing, then I would say go with your learning management system, because your learning management system is where your courses are hosted, it's where people are giving you the money, it's where they're accessing them, and you can build your landing pages on there as well. You're better off starting with everything in one spot and then adding websites and stuff later on. I personally did it that way. I started off with my Thinkific platform. It did everything I needed it to do. It did the landing pages, it does the upsells, it hosts the program, it sells the program, makes me money. So I just focused on getting that thing right first. And it was actually a few years later that I went and actually set the website up and built some of the landing pages in my own website. Now, what I'm going to show you today are just some really quick demos, not really in-depth, but just to show you how simple it is to build your own landing page on Thinkific as a learning management system, if that's the option you're going with, or just one of the ways you can build a landing page on your own website. So first of all, let's just go with your own website, because people tend to think this is really complicated. They tend to think they do have to pay for developers and that's the only option. It's not. So one of the page builder, you hear this thing called page builders. What are page builders? Basically, your website is like a shell. Imagine getting a brand new mobile phone, there's nothing in it. What you need to add to your new mobile phone so that it's functional are apps. Well, a website's exactly the same. You need to get some apps or plugins, as it's used, the term is on websites, to be able to do stuff with it. So you need to add a page builder to be able to build pages on your website. So here's an example of one of my pages, and this has been used using a page builder. Now there are many different types of page builders out there. You know, just like if you wanted to get a photo app on your phone, there are millions of photo apps you can get, and they all work just fine. The one I personally use is called Beaver Builder. So just like on your mobile phone with apps, there are some apps that are free, there are some apps that you have to pay for. And the Beaver Builder is a paid app. It's a one-off fee of $99 forever. That's it. You buy it once and it forever you own it. It's an app that then works on your site. So I really like Beaver Builder. There's heaps of others out there and they all pretty much work the same way. So this is using Beaver Builder. This is on my website. It's a WordPress website. You simply buy or download your app and connect it into your website. It's really, really easy to do that. And then quite simply now I can go in and edit anything I want. Really, really simply, okay? So for instance, this is a page that's still being edited and changed around at the moment. As you can see, I haven't updated my module numbers down here. I simply just click on that and boom, I can now change the module number over here. I can press bold to make that stand out. I can change the colors just exactly the same way as you would with any kind of Microsoft Word document. It's exactly how the text works in here. Now let's pretend I wanted to, for instance, add in, I don't know, let's say I want to add in a picture. I can just drag and add a picture right there. Really, really easy. This is it. So what kind of photo do I want? I can just pick a photo. I can either upload pictures or choose one and add it in. Now, I'm not going to do that, obviously, because I don't want to add a picture into here. So I'm going to just delete that. But this is really, really easy. So again, if I wanted to add in cool icons, I can drag and drop. Add in testimonial bubbles. I can drag and drop. I can add in text sections. I can add in videos, drag and drop. That is how easy it is to build a landing page on a WordPress website. Now I'm just going to come out of this for a second and just show you one from scratch, just because again I want to give you some value here and show you how easy this is. I'm going to plop backwards to my editing area. So this is the back end of my WordPress website, and all we're going to do is go on over to pages over here and we're going to add a new page. Simple as that. It's going to open up a completely and utterly blank document. Sorry, wow, there we go, over here. I was looking for my Beaver Builder then. Oh, this has changed. I've had an update, clearly. So when you've got to a new page, because you've uploaded Beaver Builder, so my presentation's changed because it used to be a button here. It's now a tab. Beaver Builder. So I'm going to click on Beaver Builder and it is going to then open up this completely blank web page right now. So all I have is my main menu of my website, totally blank area, and then the footer of my website. So for instance, I might want to add in a heading over here. So drag over a heading, and this is where I can type in, get your free XYZ here, whatever it might be. I can obviously change the colors. I can change the fonts here by style, background, font, whether I want it fat, blah, 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 blah. Go back over here. Perhaps I can add like a 2-column area where I want to add a photo and some text. So I'm going to add 2 columns, go back to modules, add a photo. Now this could be where I put the image of the product that I'm actually offering. So let's go back to general, select my photograph, and this could be my Thinkific book. Here's my little visual that we've made. Let's go to add some text in here where I can say what the product actually is. Get your free XYZ. You will learn how to blah, 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 blah. Then I could put in some bullet points. You're going to learn blah, 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 blah. You're going to learn blah, 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 and you're going to learn blah, 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 right? So that's cool. Now I can go back and let's say I want to add in an opt-in, like I want them to actually put the opt-in box in here. Is it called an opt-in or is it called, it might be called a call to action. There it is. Let's do a call to action because we want them to do something. So here we go. I want to say, get it now, whatever the call to action is. And I can change all these fonts and everything. And then on the button, what do you want to happen when they click on the button? Do you want to send them to a particular URL? So perhaps you could send this to your online course. If you've got an online course, take them straight to the checkout or take them straight to the sign up page, for instance. So with this, now we can go in to our button, we can go into our style, we can change all of our colors. So this is again where we can pop in, I've got my preset colors for my branding going on in here. So that makes a big box like that. Now look, you can't do anything wrong. If I wasn't happy with that at all, I just simply go back to, it was on completely transparent. I just send it back. People are really scared of breaking stuff. Like you really can't on this, you know, and I haven't pressed publish yet now anyway. But you can go in, you can play, you can change the button itself. Let's go over here to the button icon. Like, you can even add little icons and stuff in here. Like, have a play, see what happens. It's so much fun. This is now an icon on there. Down here, font, different types of font. I can make that bold or extra bold, ultra bold if I want to. It's really fun. It's super easy. Drag and drop, go back to your modules, and yeah, drag and drop. And if you don't want something there, you just delete it. It's really simple. You can't go wrong with this. And then of course I'd go up here and press publish. So that really isn't too hard.